We'll see what their game plan is. Perhaps what they'll do is go out towards Lakeshore Drive, turn around, and then head back inward, back westbound. Looks like a World Series champ flag in there as the boat turns back around, goes underneath the Columbus Bridge, again just south of the NBC Tower, and you'll see him come out the other side here in a minute. And there you go. There is the Chicago River being dyed blue. You can see the gentleman off the back of the boat dropping the mixture in there. Boat now heading westbound along the river. We'll be up towards Michigan Avenue relatively soon. Going by one of the other tour boats. Just amazing how they do this. All right, we're going underneath Michigan Avenue. If you happen to be watching this and lucky enough to be in a high-rise office building along the banks of the Chicago River, here we go. We're going underneath Michigan Avenue. This is an instantaneous process. Probably takes a little bit of time before the full effect of turning the river blue. We'll follow the boats here. We've got to fly south here and see it come over Wabash pretty soon and eventually State Street and working their way west over towards the Merchandise Mart area. There's our boat coming under the bridge right now. And there it is, streaks of blue along the Chicago River. And again, this isn't an instantaneous process. It'll take a little bit of time before the full effect of the river turning blue. Looks like the boat's turned around now. And you can see the blue coming out of the back of the boat. 4 people in the boat. World Series champ flag flying proudly off the back of that boat. I'm going to talk to my pilot here. Be back with you in a minute. Did you hear Angie calling the desk there? Right. No, I did too. I was just asking if Mike did. Okay, Angie called and said let him know when we need to leave, and then they'll have a plan B here, so. All right. I would say within a couple of minutes here, so. Okay. And there's the boat. Looks like it's going back to where it started. This all started off along the banks of the river, the southern banks of the river between Michigan and Columbus. And there it is. It takes a while for this to get into the full effect. Looks like perhaps they're turning around one more time. This is Columbus Drive. They're turning around and right now and heading back west towards Michigan Avenue. Cub flag proudly displayed in the back of the boat. Looks like 4 gentlemen on board there, all with white. Some of the fresh new World Series champion Cubs gear. And they'll go back and forth a few times here. So there it is. They're turning the river blue. You can see it off the tail of the boat. Under the, as it's labeled there, the DeSable Bridge or Michigan Avenue, making their way over towards Wabash and State. And that's, looks like that's the stretch that they've gone back and forth on that we've seen so far between Columbus and State. And there were 3 boats. There's a second boat coming in the other direction. And we're not sure if the third boat was involved too, but there were 3 boats that were lined up when this process began. All right, thanks for tuning in. You'll still see video coverage of this, and make sure to tune in at 9 o'clock this morning when live coverage of the Cubs World Series Celebration Parade at BCChicago.com. Matt, can you throw my mic down?